Good morning guys and welcome back to another vlog with the Batistas. So today is a very special day for us all here.
You're wondering what the noise is? It's Kayla playing flute.
Today is
Kayla's birthday and we have decided to go out for a family trip just not too far from us. We're going to come back and then we're going to unwrap Kayla's presents. And then I think we're going to have some party food. I think we're going to probably visit some friends and family on the way back, and that should be it for Caleb's birthday. Birthdays in our house, in the Batista house, we don't really make like a big huge thing out of it all, like, you know, like go OTT with it all. It's mainly just like, you know, like
getting together, spending time with the family,
allowing the child to understand that he's an extra year older, and that. But as for Christmas is a different story. So
we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're recording it for our own purpose because we want to see this in a couple of years time when Caleb gets older, and I'm sure Caleb would love to watch these back as well. Like
Caleb, if you're 21 now and we're watching this back,
yeah, happy birthday,
happy
Caleb.
Birthday, Caleb, okay? This is what your mum and dad does for you. So yeah, we are going down to Beamish, which, if you're not familiar with Beamish, it is basically a place where you go time travelling. You travel back in time to 1800s, like early 1900s, and you get to see what life was like back then. So I think it would be interesting to see what a birthday would be like back then, with some of the toys you'd get in the 1800s and the early 1900s, some of the kind of food that you'd eat. So we're going to take you guys along for the journey, of course, down to Beamish with us, and show you guys what we experience. And yeah, we're going to hopefully have a nice day, and hopefully we can get a bite to eat. Guess what, we ran out of coffee this morning and tea bags, so I've had no cup of tea or cup of coffee, so I think I'm going to have to grab a cappuccino from somewhere.
So we'll see you in the next clip.
Happy birthday, Caleb! Hope you enjoy your birthday.
Is it your birthday today?
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 AM, I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio.
Right guys, that's us inside Beamish. So for 2 adults and 2 children under 5s go free. For an annual pass, which is all year round, you get this little card, and it's £49 I think it is. So yeah, there you have it. I think it's a good price. We've been here before, but it's been about 2-3 years, hasn't it?
It's really nice around the Christmas time in the winter, because they get all the Christmas decorations out. They've got the Christmas tree here, and ice skating rink. So to buy the pass is definitely worth it, I think, because they change the theme every year.
Yeah.
And it's quite a big museum, isn't it? It's hard to get around and do everything.
Yeah.
So if you're not from around here, what Beamish is, it's an 1800 to 1900 museum. Yeah, but bus have a double-decker bus, and I think there's the tram right there in front of us. I really don't know which one I want to go on. There's that many to choose from, but we'll have to wait and see what one Stephanie wants to go on first. So we're currently waiting to go on this tram here, and it's got no roof or anything, so we're hoping to sit upstairs. Have a look at it, guys. It's just like right there. Wow. Is it that one we're waiting for?
Let's up the main entrance and
Oh yes, let's race to it. You're in the wrong stop.
Come on, we're gonna miss the bus. So we have stopped at the town. Is this the suite or is it the town?
This is the town hall. The town hall. So like, it's a little bit like taking a step back in time. They've got like an old-fashioned bank, an old-fashioned bar, an old-fashioned sweet shop, dentist, and a lot of other things here, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll be going to the bar a little bit later on after we've had some fish and chips. But at the moment, I think we're going to go and have a look at the sweet shop. We've got some horses down here, haven't we?
Yeah, horses are stable, so let's go and see these horses. So we've just stepped inside this barn here, and they've got lots and lots of old vehicles. Looks like there's an old train here. There's an old horse and carriage for everyone. So I suppose maybe it's about 100, 120 years ago, this was the means of transportation for people back then. And it's really nice because it even got some swifts nesting in the rooftops as well. I don't know if this camera's going to be able to pick them up or not. I'll show you guys. So you can see that would be made in London. One over there was made in York. Right, so I believe if you owned a horse back in this time, it would be like owning a car. So if you owned a horse and had a stable to keep your horse at, you'd probably consider as being probably a wealthy person, I suppose. Because that was your means of transportation.
There's quite a long queue for the sweet shop, so I think we'll not go there yet. I think we'll try and go there a little bit later on. And now I think we're going to go and see the bank, is it?
Yeah, we're going to have a look inside the bank. When we were on that tram, I was asking the driver of the tram, not the driver, I think he was the assistant, when this place was built and stuff. And apparently Downtown Abbey was recorded here, he was saying. So I think a few movies have been shot here as well. I'm gonna go inside of the Masonic Lodge. I've never been inside of a Freemason lodge, if that's what it is. But yeah, let's go and have a look, see what that's all about. The Freemasonry symbol on the floor here. Don't really know what it all stands for, if you want the truth. We've got the Millennium Eye up there, which I think it comes from the Eye of Horror, an Egyptian god, which I think that's what this Freemasonry is all about as well. We got the Star of David, because I think they believe in like Judaism as a religion as well. So I've just seen Stephanie go down the other stairs that we've just went down, and we're going to go down these ones just down here. I'll get you back every time you scare me.
So now we're going to go to the bakeries. Now we've been to bakeries before and I love it. It's really nice, the bread's really nice, and I love the smell of fresh bread. So yeah, we're going to go in there now.
Right, so we're currently waiting in the queue in the bakery. And I feel like I'm baking because it's so hot in here. Cheesy. That was just a cheesy joke.
We're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there. We can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let it go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah.
So we're going to go to the pub now.
Right. Are we full? Red wine? No.
Anything else, please?
That's it. Okay, so I decided to go for double vodka and orange. Stephanie's decided to go for a apple cider. So, like I said before, we're just going to sit down on this grass, and then after that, I think we're probably going to go get some food or something, aren't we?
Beautiful day though.
Yeah, really nice day. Sunshine is absolutely beautiful.
So guys, we just been to the bakery and I got a cherry sponge.
Look how big the cherry sponge is.
No, I didn't.
Is it nice, Diane?
Really nice. You should have a try. Come.
Really nice. Logan,
Yeah?
is your cherry rock bun nice? Yeah, I'm gonna carry him.
Right, so we're ending the, not the vlog, we're ending Beamish here because we've bought a yearly pass. We can always come back and do a lot more. And to be quite honest, if we were to do the whole of Beamish, it would probably take about an hour in a vlog in itself. So that's why I'm going to say to put a little bit in and then maybe put a little bit more in. Some other videos in the near future, we'll probably come back. Yeah, that's probably about it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because also it's Caleb's birthday, we want to go back home. We want Caleb to open his presents. It's dying to open his presents.
Yeah.
We're going to go back home. We're going to have Caleb opening his presents, and then we're going to have a barbecue outside because the weather's so nice.
I was talking to the person who was on the was it a tram we were on?
Yeah.
Who was on the tram, who helps people on and off the tram. And I was just asking some questions about how fast the tram can go and it's just basic ins and outs of the vehicle that we're in. And we got into a conversation and he was telling us that Beamish, this whole area, isn't actually a real village. It's just been put together by lots of donators and sponsors, people who sponsored it.
So he said if you had came here over 100 years ago, it would have just been fields.
50 years ago, really, that's what he said.
So it would have just been fields, and what they've done is it looks like a real village. It looks like you're walking back in time into a real village.
Yeah.
But you're not. This was just fields, and they built this on their fields.
Yeah, most of the buildings are donated by different trusts, different sponsors and stuff. When I was reading through the sponsor list that they had, it was the National Lottery, of course, that they're a big sponsor on everything. There was city councils, Tyneside, Teesside City Council, Durham City Council. It's been donated by the local councils and stuff. And yeah, you're saying that there's been a few documentaries, movies or something, soaps recorded here. That bellend, can you stop? Downton
Abbey.
And you can see why, because it's very, very, very realistic, isn't it, this place? When you do come back, a lot of the people who work here, they've kind of got this charismatic acting kind of style on them, and they do talk a lot old-fashioned and a lot of how they would, I suppose, in the 18 to 1900s. So it is a nice experience if you want to step back in time, see what time was like in the 18 to early 1900s and stuff.
We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. Listen to the midnight radio.
Right, so we're going to... Sorry? Are you coming with Dad?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going on a little adventure into these houses while Stephanie keeps us space for the bus. I believe they are dentists and doctors and things of that sort, so let's go and see what's inside. Old house. Looks like Newcastle upon Tyne there. It is Newcastle upon Tyne. So that's the high level bridge there. That's what it looked like years ago. Come on then, we're blocking the way. So, well, we can't even see in this room very much, but it looks very, very old. And we can't get past because of the barrier here, so I think we'll just go and see what else is available. Shall we go in the backyard and see what the backyard looked like back then?
fact. Well, you think located, well built. They're built to impress, built to intimidate to some extent, and they're in a good location. They're within a prime spot.
The person who owns the house, I think. Let's grab this way, guys. So one is outside and this back on. Way mega bright. So here is the coal cupboard. I think that's where they would collect their coal for their fire. And this would be your back garden, basically. Look how old the windows look. Shall we go upstairs? Let's see what's upstairs. What's out in the back street?
Back street where all the rubbish goes made up now.
Wow. Yeah, the bedrooms. Yeah, I believe it's a master bedroom. It feels kind of spooky. It feels like it's haunted, doesn't it?
Me too.
This bed.
Wow.
So this would be like princess bed. Very, very realistic. Might just go for a sleep.
No.
Let's have a look at the single room. Wow.
This is where I stick with you guys.
So that would be your bedroom if you lived in this home. There's no PlayStation. Where's the Xbox?
No Xbox.
Xbox. No. We're not going to go on that bus. We're going to go on a bus that's roofless.
Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night. Oh, I wanna wait all night. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain no delay.
So guys, we're back home, we're sitting outside. We've decided that we're going to have a barbecue. Caleb is sitting and he's going to open his presents. Then we're going to have some food. So we've got onion bhajis, we've got some cheese, hot dogs and pickles. What are these called again, Sean?
I think they're called crab sticks or seafood sticks, I think, yeah.
Seafood sticks. We have some crisps, we have some Skittles, we have some lettuce and tomatoes, we have some cheese slices, and then we're going to put some sausages on and burgers on.